Oh man, we are already at the ending of season 7 of The Walking Dead. Season 7 is over, bro. I don't know why I feel like this season went by so fast. I don't know if it was because I wasn't really like paying attention to the season like that, but the season 7 is already over. God dang, bro. I still freaking remember us waiting to see who got Lucille, and now season 7 is over. So last night was the season finale of AMC's The Walking Dead, and I think the finale was like an hour. That's pretty much how all their like premieres and finales are. Maybe like mid-season finales here now, like an hour. So a lot of stuff went down in the season finale of season 7. We all knew the encounter with Negan was coming, and there was going to be some resistance this time around from Rick's part. So a lot of stuff happened in the last episode of this season. So this is gonna be my recap. God dang, I kind of wrote down more stuff than I wanted to, but that don't mean I'm gonna talk about every scene that happened because I don't want this video to be too long. So episode 16 was called The First Day of the Rest of Your Life. And that's what Negan was saying to Sasha, because Sasha, she's locked up at the sanctuary because we all know she went in guns blazing pretty much on a suicide mission, knowing that she wasn't really going to kill Negan, and she's trapped, So this episode starts off, Sasha is having these flashbacks. And again, like when Sasha got with Abraham, like it was kind of like random because like one day it was like Abraham and Rosita, and then like the next day somehow Abraham just caught jungle fever and was like, you know what, I need me a black chick, and freaking went for Sasha. But we never really seen like some type of relationship with Sasha and Abraham. It was just like smiles and laughs, but we never actually seen them get intimate. So Kingdom is on the move too. Like everybody is getting ready, for this confrontation because this has been a long build up to this point. So even the Kingdom is getting ready. Carol, Ezekiel, Morgan is in on the move. Morgan look like he's not at that clear Morgan, but he's like right in between, like of being sane to being completely insane. So Morgan, is in on it. Even Shiva is looking ready. I'm talking about these suckers is squatted up ready for this fight. Jadis and her junkyard people join Rick. Like everybody is getting together for this confrontation with Negan, and it really looks like they're all getting prepared. They're all getting into position. They're all getting, right where they want to be for when Negan does show up. So everybody is getting ready, for this point. They're rigging explosives and stuff like that. Everybody is getting ready, So more Sasha flashbacks. Like I don't know how much flashbacks they had with Sasha, but it kept going to this flashback to where I thought she was in like the cell and like she was listening to music. I'm like, how the freak this chick got headphones, But it kept like showing that same scene to where she's like in darkness and she just like listening to music, just thinking about flashbacks with with Abraham. So those flashbacks keep on going. Then finally, some of the Savior's truck show up right outside the gates of Alexandria, but it's Eugene. Eugene is out on a speaker like, Rick, you need to heat. Like, Rick, please, this doesn't have to end this way. Just kneel down to Negan. It doesn't have to end this way. A lot of people see that like Eugene just completely like betrayed the group. I don't see it that way. I think he's kind of working with the best he has right now, and he's still trying to do what he can to somehow help them. There's explosives right behind Eugene, and he signals to Rosita to blow up this. They're about to blow up Eugene, bro. They don't give a freak no more. So he signals to Rosita to make the explosives go off. She presses the button, but nothing happens. They're like, the freak is going on. Out steps Negan. He's like, my God. He's like, my God, Rick. I can't believe you. I could understand you wanting to kill me, but this this is one of your people. You would kill Eugene just to see the light of day, you know. So, pretty much the plan that they had does not go how they expected it. Like the explosives don't go off. The saviors come out. They freaking got Sasha in they have her in a coffin like she's the freaking Undertaker or something. Undertaker retired last night. It kind of pretty much seems like he's going to retire after, WrestleMania last night. Roman Reigns beat the sucker. Just real quickly, I just wanted to throw that out there. Jadis and her garbage people, even they turn on Rick and start pointing their guns at Rick. And freaking Rick is like, what is this? We had an agreement. Pretty much, the Saviors gave Jadis and her junkyard people a better deal. So Jadis turns on Rick. So now it's like, it's like their plan has completely went south, and Negan again has the upper hand. So the plan goes south, and Negan knows about everything that's been going on, how like Rick has been trying to recruit all these people to take him on, how Rick has all of these guns now and stuff like that. Negan knows about all that. He's like, Rick, I know you scavenge a whole bunch of guns. I'm gonna need all that right now. On the ride to Alexandria, while Sasha is in the coffin, she has a bottle of water and that same pill that Eugene gave her. So she takes the pill and then drinks the water and swallows the pill. So by the time Negan opens up the coffin, Sasha is a walker now. She died. We all knew it was coming, so it wasn't really a shock to me. But Sasha is now a walker. And Negan goes to open up the coffin, and out comes Sasha like, like he's going, and she's going for Negan. Freaking Negan's like, holy shit, and like as soon as they see Sasha's a walker, all hell breaks loose. Guns start freaking firing off. Dracos are going off right now, bro. Michonne is getting messed up, bruh. I didn't know how capable those junkyard people would be, because it's like, suck it, you live out in the middle of trash. Like, how capable are these suckers actually going? I don't know who that girl was, but man, Michonne was getting out. I'm talking about, I don't know if y'all watch one of the best sitcoms of all time, Martin, to where I think Martin was taking on Tommy Hitman Hearns, and by the time that fight was over, like Martin's face was like, oh, sucker, Michonne was getting messed up, bro. Like her whole mouth was bloody. This chick had Michonne like banging her head against concrete. Her freaking eye was like, bro, Michonne was getting that work. I'm like, God damn, Michonne, do something. I don't know where her sword was, nothing, but Michonne was getting messed up, dude. So I'm like, God damn, this definitely was not looking like it was playing out in Rick's favor. So and now the Saviors have Carl captive, and Jadis has her gun pointed at Rick. So Rick can't do nothing. He's like, well, he freaking tells Jadis like, we'll change the deal, please. Like he's trying to get anything to try to get Jadis and her people back on his side, but Jadis ain't trying to hear none of that. So she pushes. Well, no, she actually shoots Rick. I think in like the hip, and then like pushes him down, and then leads him to where Negan, Carl, and the rest of the Saviors are. And it pretty much looks like Rick is back at square one in the premiere of this season, to where this sucker is on his knees. Saviors are all around him, and it don't look like there's nothing. It don't look like there's nothing that's going to save this sucker. So it's like back at square one. Carl is on his knees captive. Rick is on his knees captive. You see like there's just nothing but gunshots in like the background. Like Suckers is just having a huge fight. It really don't look like no one can save Rick right now. I'm freaking. It looks like in the distance you freaking see Michonne fall off the Michonne freaking. You just see her like falling like off the freaking roof, like ah! And you just see someone hit the floor. We all thought that was Michonne, just with the way they shot that angle. I'm like, it does not look good right now for Rick and them. And then like Negan sees that, they just see that what we all thought was Michonne falling off of the roof. He's like, wow. He's like, damn, Rick, that just happened. Like, that just happened, And like, Rick, he has tears in his eyes. But again, a lot of stuff has happened, to get to this point. Like, in the very first episode of season 7, we literally saw Negan break Rick. We saw Rick in a different, state that we've never seen him in before. Like, Rick was literally pleading, crying on his knees to Negan, saying, "Provide for you." Like, we've never seen Rick that way. So a lot of stuff, a lot of events has happened to get to this point. So even though things look hopeless, and Rick and Negan tells Rick, Rick, you have to be punished for what you just did. I'm going to kill Carl now. It's just going to be one good hit. I'm not gonna ban him. He's pretty much saying that he's not going to give him the Glenn treatment, but he's still gonna kill Carl. But it's just going to be in one good swing. And like, he's telling how he's going to kill Carl and how he's going to take off Rick's hands and stuff like that. And even in that moment, to where things look hopeless, Rick is like, "I told you." And I was like, "Okay, Rick." And then Rick was like, what did he say? He was like, "You can do whatever you want. You can take off my hands, but I told you by now, I'm gonna kill you. Maybe it's not today, maybe it's not tomorrow, but nothing will change that. Nothing." And you can freaking when freaking Rick said, like, you can really see it in Rick's eyes that this sucker was not playing. Like, Rick is not going to be broken in this scene. Like, the way, like, man, the acting of just every time is Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Negan, and Andrew Lincoln Rick, like, in one scene together. The acting is just always like top notch, bro. And like, when Rick was saying, like, no matter what you do, nothing is going to stop me from killing you. It's going to happen one day. Not today, not tomorrow, but it's going to happen. I'm going to kill you. And you can just see freaking Negan looks pissed. Like, he's like, and like, at first he looks pissed, dude. And then all of a sudden he just like, he just starts laughing, and then he's like, "Wow, Rick, wow, okay." He freaking stands up, takes off Carl's hat. Sucker is about to take the meanest swing with Lucille of 2017. Just before he swings on Carl, out comes Shiva. Shiva freaking, I don't know where this tiger came from. Shiva comes out of nowhere, freaking mauls a freaking savior. Freaking Negan sees, he's like, holy! Negan is driving outside of Alexandria. He has his freaking middle finger stuck outside the window. Like, that sucker's like, I will see y'all later. Sucker freaking got his middle finger just freaking stuck outside the window. So all of the saviors are just retreating. I don't know what gun Daryl was shooting. I don't know what type of gun that was. I just know, like, that looked like a gun that could be in like one of these futuristic futuristic Call of Duties. Because I think that gun actually exists, but I don't know what the freaking name of that gun is. But this, I don't know what type of gun this man Daryl was shooting, but this sucker was just like, just freaking shooting everybody. So that scene was cool. Is there anything else that I missed? Oh yeah, the person who fell off the roof wasn't Michonne because again, at first, like the way they shot that, we all thought it was Michonne that fell off the roof, but it wasn't Michonne. It was the girl that Michonne was fighting. So Michonne eventually did take out that girl, but man, that girl did some damage. That girl did some damage on Michonne. So then Rick and Carl get to where Michonne is. Michonne is like laying on. Michonne got messed up, bro. It's this real emotional, a scene with Michonne, Rick, Carl, and them. But Michonne is still alive, but she got beat up, fam. So then it goes back to the sanctuary with Negan, Simon, Dwight. Now Negan is starting to suspect that Eugene is up to no good because he's asking Eugene, how did Sasha die in there? He's like, Eugene, how exactly did Sasha end up turning into a walker in there? And like, you know how Eugene will like say something like real smart, and then it's just like, the freak am I like, how the freak am I supposed to respond to that? So Eugene says that Sasha just ran out of air, and Negan is just like staring at him like, maybe. So again, like, Eugene, he's doing what he can to stay alive, because we all know Eugene can't fight. He really can't put up no type of threat. So he's doing what he can to stay alive while still, helping, because, he did give Sasha that pill, and that's how she turned into the walker, So it was that. So Negan and them, they're back at the sanctuary, and they go outside where all of the saviors are at, and then he's like, guys, we're going to war. And then all of the freaking saviors are like, sir, yes, sir. Like, now they're really getting ready for war. So I'm suspecting in the season 8 premiere, like, Negan and them are really going to be ready to take on Rick and them, because now he's back at home saying, hey, suckers, we all going to war now. So it was that scene. Then it goes back to the scene, because like after Sasha turns into a walker, we really don't really see her like that, because there's so much like things going on. So then it goes to a scene with Jesus and Maggie, and they're in the woods, and they finally find walker Sasha. Sasha, she's out in the woods. We all know that. She died, and it's this real emotional scene, of Maggie, crying and stuff, and going back to flashbacks, when they were talking, because they had a good relationship, Sasha and Maggie. Things is looking good at the end of this season, for Rick and group. So yeah, man. I thought this season finale was good. I thought it was a solid way to end off this season. The only thing I liked this, like, I don't think season 7 was a bad season. I just thought this season had a lot of filler episodes, because pretty much at the premiere of this season, I thought that the premiere of this season, I think, was probably one of the best episodes of The Walking Dead since this show has been going on. Like, that episode, the premiere of this season was so good and so intense that, like, nothing really, like, after that episode, it just slowed down so much, and there was so much filler and stuff like that. So I just thought the pacing of this season was like off, and at times I did lose interest, in the show. Like, I still like the show, but at times I lost interest in the show, because I just really felt like it was just a whole bunch of filler, in between like the main story, But I thought the way they ended off this season, everything full circle, you know. So I think season 8 is going to be a really good season and stuff like that. We have a lot to look forward to. Negan is still around. Negan is gonna probably be around for a while because he's still around in the comics. So I don't know how long they're gonna draw out this fight between Rick and Negan, but Rick was not broken in that scene, and that's all that matters. They stand strong. You know, Glenn and Abraham and Sasha did not die, you know, for them to just kneel down to Negan. So now they're going to actually fight Negan back, and Negan sees that. So there's going to be some resistance this time around going into season 8. So yeah, that's my recap of this season. What did you guys think about the season 7 finale, and what did you guys think about this whole season? You know, now that it's over, I still think that season 6 was the best season. Because season 6, literally every episode was just like, my God, this show is amazing, you know. But this season wasn't really like that. I think this season kind of was like season 4 or maybe even a little bit of season 5, to where like both had like, well, mainly like season 5, because season 5 had a really good premiere, but then like after that it slowed down and stuff like that, but then it had a good, you know, finale. So I thought this season was still good, but it just at sometimes like the pacing was just off and it had too much filler, you know, in between, you know, what was really going on. So, but really a good way to end off this season. Still excited for the premiere of season 8 and stuff like that. And yeah, man, we got what, like 7 or 8 months to wait until this show comes back on. So yeah, man, I guess it's about that time for me to get into Game of Thrones, you know, because people have been saying to get into that jump forever. I freaking watched the first season, but I gotta watch, you know, the other season, you know. So that's my recap of season 7 of The Walking Dead. Season 7 is officially over and done with. So hope you guys enjoyed this recap. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, I greatly appreciate it if you rate the video, my brothers and sisters. It doesn't have to be a thumbs up. It could be a thumbs down. But what I do ask every brother and every sweet, sweet sister is to just rate the video, my brothers and sisters. Until then, I will see you guys will I be doing recaps of season 8? I probably will. You know, I know, again, I didn't do, like, recaps for every episode this season, but it is really because, like, at times I was losing interest in this show. There's too much filler, you know, and stuff like that. But I probably will continue the recaps if you guys want to. I literally do these recaps for the people that still enjoy watching my recaps. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Catch you guys in my next one, all right? Peace out.